Namaste. Welcome to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Basnit. Dear viewers, let us now start the program with the main affairs of the day. $60,000 metric tons of chemical fertilizers are going to be imported soon after Chhat. Fruits worth 750 million rupees have been imported during Tihar and Chhat this year. Indian bananas worth 3 crores have been brought into Janakpur in Dhanusha for Chhat. Plus more. Let us continue the program with the news on fertilizer. After paddy is harvested, wheat is planted all over Nepal. This means more chemical fertilizer. The Nepali farmers say that they are forced to use chemical fertilizer to meet the demand in the country. The Nepali population pressure requires a lot of food. Every year, the Nepali government imports a lot of food from foreign countries. The Nepali farmers work harder and produce less due to the fact that Nepali agriculture is not modernized and mechanized. 60,000 metric tons of chemical fertilizers are going to be imported soon after Chhat. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. $60,000 metric tons of chemical fertilizers are going to be imported soon after Chhat. The agricultural material company under the Ministry of Agriculture and Livestock Development has said that urea and DAP fertilizers will start entering after Tihar and Chhat. According to the company, now DAP fertilizer has reached all the districts for the upcoming wheat season. Since the sale of fertilizer has been opened, the company has also requested farmers to contact the relevant cooperatives. The company is importing 30,000 metric tons out of 60,000 through government-to-government method and 30,000 metric tons through global contracts. It is reported that potash fertilizer is in stock with the company. It is said that the company has 60,000 metric tons of urea and 41,000 metric tons of DAP. After the news report, let us now see the news on import of fruits. During the festival, Nepali people consume more fruits than in the normal time. So there was a lot of import as the domestic production does not meet the demand in the market. Nepal imports everything that is required in the house. This means there is room to improve domestic supply. This means we need to make agriculture luxury work so that the youth are attracted to it. 65% of Nepali population is engaged into agriculture. Nepali government has to reduce the number of people into agriculture and increase the production. Fruits worth 750 million rupees have been imported during Tihar and Chhat this year. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Fruits worth 750 million rupees have been imported during Tihar and Chhat this year. According to businessmen, the import of Indian chocolate apples worth 10 million rupees and Chinese apples worth 20 million rupees were imported. About 30 million rupees worth of apples were brought into the valley from Manang, Mustang and other districts. Only about 10% of the total consumption of apples in Nepal is Nepali apples. In Nepal, 70% of Indian banana are dominant, while only 30% of Nepali bananas are being sold. According to businessmen's statistics, bananas worth 400 million rupees were imported in just 5 days of Tihar. Similarly, for Tihar, 5 million rupees worth of oranges were imported from India in Kuleshwar wholesale market alone. Sweet lime worth 3 crore rupees and coconuts of 2 crore rupees were imported. After the news report, let us now see the news on banana. Bananas are considered as holy by the Hindus, so they are used during puja. This is why the demand of bananas is very high during the Nepali festivals. There has been high demand in the market recently. There was a report some time ago that said that Nepali production supports 60% of the demand in the country. However, the next news report indicates that the case is not the same anymore. 70% of the demand in the Nepali market is flooded with Indian bananas. Wow, that's a lot of bananas. Indian bananas worth 3 crores have been brought into Janakpur in Thanusha for Chhat. Bananas are considered essential for Chhat festival. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Indian bananas worth 3 crores have been brought in to Janakpur in Thanusha for Chhat. Banana is considered essential for Chhat festival. Indian bananas have been imported as domestic production cannot meet the demand. There is a tradition of offering whole bananas on Chhat festival. Therefore, the demand for bananas is high. The Janakpur Fruit and Vegetable Traders Committee said that Nepal has to rely on India every year due to low domestic production. For Chhat, bananas worth 3 crores have been imported in Janakpur Dham, the capital of Madhya state alone. The price has also increased. According to the committee, the price of bananas has increased by 25% this year compared to previous year. It is usually sold in the market at a price of 500 to 1,000 rupees per tree. Local varieties of bananas are produced in every region of Nepal. Tarai Madhya or entire Nepal land is considered good for banana production. But during the festival, Nepal has to depend on India. Malvog, Chapali Malvog, William hybrid and other varieties of bananas are being cultivated in Nepal. After the news report, let us now see the news on mushroom. Mushrooms are mysteriously becoming very popular in Nepal. The people who did not eat mushrooms in the past are realizing that mushroom is very healthy and can replace meat for protein. Mushroom is consumed by both vegetarians and non-vegetarians. There are different programs for mushroom cultivation in the country. Many farmers are taking the advantage of growing mushroom market in the country. Recently, Japa has become self-sufficient in mushrooms. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Recently, Japa has become self-sufficient in mushrooms. According to the Agriculture Knowledge Center Japa, 300 metric tons of mushrooms are produced annually in the district. Mushrooms, which were available in limited farms until a decade ago, are now being produced commercially in the villages. 200 metric tons of mushrooms are being consumed in the district and are being sold in other markets outside the district. Hundreds of farmers in the district have got employment opportunity from this. Gane, Gobre, etc. are being cultivated in the district. The farmers who brought mushroom seeds from India and cultivated them in the past have said that they are currently using mushroom seeds produced in Pathivara mushroom industry in Birtamod. The Agriculture Knowledge Center has provided a grant of 17,69,450 rupees in the financial year 2078-79 to encourage farmers to cultivate mushroom, out of which Pathivara mushroom industry in Virtamod municipality has received 1.3 lakh rupees with 50% subsidy. After the news report, let us now take a small commercial break. Stay with Krishi Television. After the commercial break, welcome back to Agriculture Affairs in Nepal. Dear viewers, let us now continue with the news on kiwi cultivation. The kiwi, which originated from China, has conquered the world as it can be cultivated in many places of the world. This kiwi is cultivated well in Nepal and the fruit is becoming very popular among the Nepali locals. This has increased demand in the country and the farmers are earning a better income than with traditionally grown crops. In the recent times, the Nepali agriculture has changed and the cultivation of imported varieties of crop has increased. Farmers of Bhojpur are attracted towards commercial kiwi farming. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. Farmers of Bhojpur are attracted towards commercial kiwi farming. They were attracted to it after kiwi farming started earning better than potato and corn farming. Farmers say that the demand in the market is good, and once they are expanded, they can get income for a long time. They said that kiwi farming will bring good income. Once planted, farmers can get income for years after removing other crops and start commercial kiwi farming. Farmers are cultivating it commercially in Bhojpur Municipality, Thamke, Mayung Rural Municipality, Majole, Pawadungma Rural Municipality, Amchok Rural Municipality, and other places. Farmers have been selling kiwi fruit at 250 to 300 rupees per kilogram in the local market. Farmers say that the government should pay attention to the marketing of kiwi fruit. After the news report, let us now see the news on flower business. Even though Nepal is said to be independent in the production of flowers, it is reported that Nepali market is flooded with Indian flowers. The Nepali farmers say that they are suffering due to the competition with the Indian flowers. The best solution is that we need to produce flowers that look better than the Indian flowers. Also, the price should be competent with the imported flowers. If we cannot produce competitive products, it is not anyone's fault. It is our weakness. In Tihar, which is considered as the festival of flowers and lights, flower garlands worth 135 million rupees have been traded. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. In Tihar, which is considered as the festival of flowers, flower garlands worth 135 million rupees have been traded. According to the Floriculture Association of Nepal, it is estimated that around 2.4 million garlands were traded during Tihar. According to fans, there was demand for 2.4 lakh garlands for this year's festival. The highest demand is for Saipatri garlands. Out of the estimated 20 lakh garlands that were sold this year, 17 lakh garlands were produced within Nepal and 3 lakh garlands were imported from India. Similarly, it is estimated that around 325,000 velvet garlands were bought and sold this year. 20 to 25,000 Godavari flower garlands were sold. Similarly, velvet garlands have been exported from Nepal. According to FAN, around 1 lakh velvet garlands were exported during Tihar alone. Even though there is a situation where the production within Nepal is sufficient for garlands and flowers used in Tihar, businessmen import from India to earn more profit. After the news report, let us now see the news on silage. In the recent times, the need to produce more fodder for the livestock is addressed to some extent. There is silage industry which is doing well. According to the news we received, silage is produced from corn plants. It is reported that the animals which eat the silage are more healthy and produce more milk. The farmers who used to import silage from India are now buying it in Nepal. This will have good impact on the way the Nepali farmers keep their livestock. For the first time, some farmers started feeding the silage produced in the village industry to the goats. Let us now look at this news report for a little while. For the first time, some farmers started feeding the silage produced in the village industry to the goats. After starting to feed silage, corn, and hay, the goats became fatter. The farmers initially purchased about 3 quintals of silage. After considering the silage as the best nutritious food, they bought twice as much for the second time. Now they regularly feed silage to the goats in the farms. A buffalo breeder says that since the production of silage has started in Rampur itself, it has become easy for the supply of animal feed, and the local people are reaching out to the industry to get information about it. Earlier, he used to buy silage from Punjab, India at the rate of 15 rupees per kilogram and feed it to the animals. He says that the financial burden has been reduced by purchasing quality silage in the village. Locals have got the opportunity to work after the operation of the industry here. when the industry is running 15 to 20 workers are working daily. One worker says that after working in the industry, there's no problem in taking care of the children and household expenses. She works in the industry from morning till evening. After the operation of the industry, the local people are excited after getting work such as harvesting corn, carrying it, putting it in the machine, and sorting out the produced silage. To run the industry, about 480 ropenis of land has been leased and planted with corn and grass at different places in Rampur. Silage is consumed in the capital Tansen, Rupandehi, Pokhara, Sengja, Tanoh, Kathmandu, Chittagong, Parsa, Nawalparasi, Birganj, and other cities. Maize is sold at 14 rupees per kilogram and grass at 11 rupees per kilogram from the silage industry. This is all in Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Abbas. Before I go, let us review the main affairs of the day. $60,000 metric tons of chemical fertilizers are going to be imported soon after Chhath. Fruits worth 750 million rupees have been imported during Tihar and Chhath this year. Indian bananas worth 3 crores have been brought into Janakpur in Dhanusha for Chhath. Thank you for watching Agriculture Affairs in Nepal with me, Nirmala Abbas. I'll be back with more affairs next time. Till then, Jai Krishi, Jai Kishan, Samriddha Krishi, Nepal Kishan.